皆さん、こんにちは。300、346日連続。300、346日連続。決して止まらない。続ける。いつでも、いつも、いつでも続ける。決して止まらない。止めるはずがない。止めるはずがない。いつも、いつでも、止めるはずがない。止めるはずがない。Okay, so we try to finish today and tomorrow. We try to finish Quartet book, Deep Seek. We definitely try to finish Quartet book. So from Monday, we start a new schedule. So what we're working with today is some grammar points. Wait, there it is. So, Toyu. That's a long grammar point. So, we're going to work with Toyu wake de wa nai. I have no idea what this is. Toyu wake de wa nai. Okay. Just copy it and explain it. Give it to DeepSeek. Explain this grammar point, please. ください。教えてください。教えてください。この文を教えてください。この文を教えてください。Bro, I can't. この文系 is this? Oh, this is how you write 文系。この文系。この文系を教えてください。この文系を教えてください。I can write. 日本語を書けます。Hello, BC. How's it going? 頑張って。もちろん頑張ります。決して止まらない。Bro, Nikki. So yeah, what we're doing is this Toyu wake de wa nai. I don't know what it means. Wait, it means it's not that. It doesn't mean that. Let's uncover the truth of wake de wa nai. So, Toyu wake de wa nai. It's not that. It doesn't mean that. This structure is used to softly deny a likely assumption or inference, clarifying that a situation isn't as extreme or absolute as it might seem. It often corrects misunderstandings or nuances without outright rejection. Okay. Correcting assumptions. Just because X, it doesn't mean Y have to be this way. Softening negatives. I'm not saying X is impossible, but clarifying limitations. I can do X, but not well always. Okay. So, 話せるわけではない。It's not that I can speak fluent. 話せるわけではない。So, basically, correct assumptions. Just because X doesn't mean Y. Okay, soften the negatives. I'm not saying X is impossible, but and clarify limitation. I can do X, but not very well, not always. 話せるわけではない。It's not that I can speak fluently. E adjectives. What's this?
苦手。
苦手 means poor. Weak at, poor at. 苦手。苦手なるわけではない。It's not that I'm bad at it. It basically softens the negative. Soften the negative. But here also softens the negative as well. It softens the negative. I cannot speak. It's not that I can speak fluently. 難しいね。難しいの、no. 小さい、小さい。少し難しい。でも面白いですね。面白いですね。少し難しい、少し。でも、だんだん、上手になります。上手になります。上手になる。だんだん。逃げたなわけではない。It's not that I'm bad at it. Okay, so soft is the negative. 上手なわけではない。先生なわけではない。It's not that I'm skilled. It's not that I'm a teacher. 先生なわけではない。上手なわけではない。上手なわけではない。日本語に上手ではなけだ。上手なわけではない。often uses to you. 先生だというわけではない。It's not that I'm a teacher. What does to you mean? To express marking information which identifies or explains the noun following the phrase that says that. I read a novel called Snow Country. Okay, anyways. からといって。
からといって。
わけではない。からといって。浄土部に department. 浄土 means calligraphy department. 浄土部に行ったからといって上手になるわけではない。Joining the calligraphy 所有 do 所有書道 what did I say? I'm confused. It's 書道 I said something else. I think I said 浄土書道部に行ったからといって上手になるわけではない。Joining the calligraphy department, the calligraphy club, doesn't mean you'll instantly get better. 上手になるわけではない。So 書道部に行ったからといって上手になるわけではない。Okay. Getting into the calligraphy club doesn't mean you'll instantly get better. It's just how it is. Double negative. なわけではない。できないわけではないが、it's not that I can do it, but that's that I can, but with difficulty. Okay. できないわけではないか。わがないが、which means but. Means but. Okay. Understand. わかります。いつでもわかります。トム簡単な挨拶を知っているだけで話せるわけじゃない。トム簡単な挨拶を知っているだけで話せるわけじゃない。I know a few greetings. It's not that I can speak Chinese. 簡単な挨拶 means greetings. Okay. 簡単な挨拶を知っているだけで話せるわけじゃない。I know a few simple greetings, but it's not that It's not that I can speak Chinese. Clarifies limited ability. Softening statement. Me too, me too. 簡単な挨拶知っているだけで話せるわけじゃない。Softening statements. 苦手。
苦手。
苦手なわけじゃないんだけど、苦手なわけじゃないんだけど、恥ずかしくて。
恥ずかしい。
恥ずかしい means embarrassing. 恥ずかしくて。It's not that bad I'm singing, I'm just embarrassed. 苦手 means poor. 苦手なわけじゃないんだけど、恥ずかしくて。It's not that I'm bad at singing, I'm just embarrassed. Avoid sounding overly negative. Correcting misunderstanding. 先生。間違いというわけではないかあまり使いませんね。It's not that it's wrong, but we rarely use it. 間違い means rarely. Mistake. 間違いというわけではないが。It's not that it's wrong. It's not that it's mistake. あまり使いませんね。We don't use it. We don't use it often. ませんね。あまり使いませんね。Okay, I understand. So, わけではない、soft denial, basically. Not necessarily. お金持ちなわけではない。It's not that I'm rich. I'm not holding money. I'm not rich. お金持ちな。お金持つ to hold.
持ち。
お金持ちなわけではない。お金持ちなわけではない。It's not that I'm rich. ない direct negation. お金持ちじゃない。I'm not rich. This is softens, like makes it a little soft. But this one is straightforward. お金持ちじゃない。I'm not rich. とは限らない。Not always true. お金持ちとは限らない。Not necessarily rich. Okay, I understand. So this is what わけではない means. I opened the wrong one. Okay. 文系1 or 文系6文系 L6 文系 6
第6課文系表現ノート
文系
1というわけではない。
というわけではない。
トムは中国語も話せるんだね。さっき
トム中国も話せるんだね。トム can speak 中国語。
中国人に挨拶している。トムは中国語も話せるんだね。さっき中国人に挨拶しているのを見たよ。
トム、you can speak Chinese, no? さっき中国人に挨拶しているのを見たよ。Yeah, I saw you greeting a Chinese earlier.
実は簡単な挨拶を知っているだけで話せるわけじゃないんだ。
実は簡単な挨拶を知っているだけで話せるわけじゃないんだ。Very nice.
のを見たよ。
実は簡単な挨拶を知っているだけで話せるわけじゃないんだ。
さっき中国人に挨拶しているのを見たよ。Okay, very nice. The form X わけではない is used to deny X. A statement that may be inferred or assumed based on what is known in context or what has previously been stated. One means joining a calligraphy club. 衝動文に 言ったからといって、すぐに字が上手になるわけではない。And getting into a calligraphy club doesn't necessarily mean you become good instantly. Statement that may be inferred or assumed based on what is known in context or what has previously been stated. Means joining a calligraphy club does not immediately result in improved skill in calligraphy, even though one might make such an assumption. 4. 今日もコンビニ弁当を食べているんですか？私あまり料理をしないんです。できないわけではないんですが、おめでとう。面倒なので、what does 面倒 mean? Is used in double negative construction, turning a statement into a positive one. This example would be transferred as I can cook, although I may not be good at it. As 5 shows, ありがとうと言われて、どういたしまして、というのは大変ですか？先生、というわけではないですが、あまり使いませんが、間違いというわけではないですが、あまり使いませんね。It's not that it's wrong, but we rarely use it. Shows わけではない using double negative construction, turning a statement into a positive one. This example would be translated as I can cook, although I may not be good at it. As 5 shows, in the case of N, it is often used in the form of N. だというわけではない rather than なわけではない As one shows, わけではない is often used with からといって structure covered in lesson 3. Okay, very nice. わけではない and とは whatever that is. This one. We read it here. This one is とが限らない。
とは限らない。
とは限らない。とは限らない。わけではない and とは限らない have overlapping meanings and can sometimes be interchangeable. 日本人がみんなが好きなわけではない。In general, Japanese like fish, but this does not mean that all Japanese like fish. 日本人がみんな This one is 魚が好きなわけでない。日本人がみんな魚が好きなわけではない。日本人がみんな魚が好きだとは限らない。
とは限らない。
It is not always the case that all Japanese like fish. I think we should print screen this. Print screen and give it to DeepSeek and it'll handle it. Explain this difference. Okay, so there are cases, however, when the two structures are not interchangeable. X wa ke de wa nai is used to negate a statement X, while X to wa kagiranai simply implies that there is a possibility that X is not true. As such, X to wa kagiranai structure cannot be used when X is a statement about yourself that you already know is not true. 私よくカラオケに行くが、歌がなわけではない。I don't know, this is 私はよくカラオケ行くが、歌が、that is だとは 限らない。So basically, you cannot use とは限らない for yourself because you know that you are not good at singing. Let's read it from here better. Both わけではない and とは限らない express that something is not necessarily true, but they differ in nuance and usage. わけではない meaning it's not that, it doesn't mean that. Denies a specific assumption or inference, often correcting misunderstanding. Used when you know the statement X is false or exaggerated. Common in personal statement or clarifying limitations. Correcting assumptions. 日本人がみんな魚が好きなわけではない。It's not that all Japanese people like fish. Some do, some don't. This denies the blanket assumption. 歌が得意。
得意。
歌が得意なわけではない。It's not that I'm good at singing. 歌が得意なわけではない。You know you're not skilled. This directly negates the idea. Stronger negation often used when X is definitely untrue in the given context. とは限らない meaning not necessarily. It's not always the case that. General possibility implies exceptions might exist. Used when X could be true sometimes but isn't universal. Not used for personal statement since you know your own truths. General truths and exceptions. 日本人がみんな魚が好きだとは限らない。Not all Japanese necessarily eat fish. Some might, but some might not rule. But it's not a rule. 日本人がみんな魚が好きだとは限らない。Hypothetical situation. 安いものが背が実が悪い。Wait, so 質が or たちが things 質が悪いとは限らない。So cheap things aren't necessarily low quality. So 安いものが質が悪いとは限らない。Leaves room for exceptions. Okay. Weaker negation focuses on possibility rather than certainty. So focus on possibility. Okay, when are they interchangeable? Only in general statement where X is an absolute. 日本人がみんな魚が好きなわけではない。日本人がみんな魚が好きだとは限らない。Both means not all Japanese like fish, but first denies the assumption more strongly. Okay. When they are not interchangeable. Personal statement. 自分について。歌が得意なわけではない。This is correct. You can say that. I'm not good at singing. But you cannot use it for your personal skills. 歌が得意だとは限らない。Incorrect. You know your own ability. You know that you are 得意。Pride, triumph, elation. Okay. 彼が犯人。彼が犯人なわけではない。He's definitely not the culprit. 彼が犯人なわけではない。He's definitely not the culprit. 彼が犯人だとは限らない。Implies he might not be, which is weaker. So we cannot use it. Okay. わけではない means it's not that X. Strong denial. とは限らない not necessarily. Possible exceptions. So basically わけではない is denial, straightforward denial. And とは限らない there are exceptions. There might be exceptions. 天才。私は天才なわけではない。I'm not a genius. 私は天才なわけではない。私は天才なわけではない。私は天才なわけではない。I'm not a genius. 天才が成功 するとは限らない。Geniuses don't always succeed. Use わけではない to correct misunderstanding or state known facts. Use とは限らない to highlight exceptions in general rules. Okay, okay. Never use とは限らない for your own abilities or experience. Understood. Understood. I understood so well. So, から見る、すると、言うと。Judging from the standpoint of. Okay, I've never seen this grammar point. Let's just do it now. So we copy and we give it to DeepSeek. Explain these grammar points, please. Explain this grammar point, please. Must always say please to AI. Yeah. 円から見ると、円から見るすると、and 円から言うと all make a statement about something from the standpoint of N. In the case of N から見ると N usually takes words or phrases that represent a particular person or a group of people, making a statement that speaks for N's opinion or views. N in N からすると takes information that is used as evidence or grounds for making a judgment. N から言うと is used when the speaker wants to acknowledge that there are many different ways to look at the matter mentioned, but the speaker is commenting on it from just one of those perspectives. Unlike 円から見ると or 円からすると、円から言うと cannot take nouns representing people in N. I did not necessarily understand, but I think DeepSeek is going to explain it in even better way. Judging from N, from the standpoint of N, from the perspective of N. So, から見ると means judging from N. からすると means from the standpoint of N. And から言うと from the perspective of N. These structures are used to express an opinion, judgment, or observation based on a specific standpoint N. While similar, each has subtle differences in nuance and usage. N から見ると from N's viewpoint, personal group, perspective, people, cultures, generations, 日本人から見ると people, culture, generation, 日本人、親、and 学生。日本人から見るとアメリカのサイズは大きい。From a Japanese perspective, American sizes seem large. What does that mean? So, 日本人から見るとアメリカのサイズは大きい。From the Japanese perspective, American sizes are big, large. Okay, okay. N からすると judging by N. Judging by N. Evidence-based conclusion. Traits, symptoms, data. 性格 which means character. 症状 means symptoms. And 結果
結果、
So 症状からすると judging on conclusions or judging my conclusion 症状からすると judging from the symptoms 症状 is symptoms, not conclusion. Judging from the by the symptoms 風のようだ. He has a cold. Has influenza. He has a cold. Okay, okay. So から見ると means from the perspective. That's why there is 見る. That's why there is a 見る to see. So it's perspective. And からすると to judge, because it's する you do, you judge. Judge from the perspective. 症状.
症状。
Okay, I understand. So から見ると from perspective, from 日本人からすると perspective. 症状からすると to judge from the symptoms. 風邪のようだ. He seems to have a cold. So now から言うと from the standpoint of an specific aspect, non-human categories,環境
環境
Okay. Non-human categories. From the standpoint of N, から言うとnon-human categories. 環境から言うと from environment. So from an environmental standpoint, so から言うと means standpoint. From an environmental standpoint, 環境から言うと割り箸は良くない。Okay. From the environmental standpoint, which is 環境から言うと割り箸は良くない。Okay, I understand. Not going to lie. I really understand. Okay. So usage rules and examples. から見ると focuses on subject viewpoint. Viewpoint, like perspective. So 見る, there is 見る in it. Often used for cultural comparisons or generational differences. This has to be the harder 2 grammar points I've ever seen in this book. 若者 young people 若者から見ると from the viewpoint, from the perspective of わかる者 若者 from the perspective of young people. この音楽は古感じるだろう。It feels old. This song feels old. 若者から見るとこの音楽は古く感じるだろう。From the young people's perspective, this song probably feels old-fashioned. Old-fashioned. Okay. からすると based on object or evidence, observable traits used for logical deductions. 彼の成績からすると彼の経歴からすると東大 means
東大
は無駄な。東大は無理だ。Unreasonable. Judging by his grades, Tokyo University. 東大 is Tokyo University. 東大は無理だ。Judging by his grades, Tokyo University is impossible. 彼の成績からすると 彼の成績からすると、東大は無理だ。Judging by his grades, Tokyo University is impossible. Highlights one specific aspect among many possibilities. And cannot be a person, unlike から見ると。So から言うと cannot be from the people's perspective, so because から見ると from the perspective of people, because it's a perspective of people. 若い者から見ると from the perspective of young people. からすると on evidence, on data, you judge by data, okay, understood. And から言うと one specific among many possibilities, one specific aspect among many possibilities. Cannot be unlike から見ると. So this one is 安全性。
安全性。
安全性から言うと so from the standpoint of safety, 安全性から言うと、
安全性。
安全性から言うと、この車は最高だ。From a safety standpoint, this car is the best. 最高だ。Okay, understand. から見ると、subjective, high personal view, subjectively high personal view. Medium からすると、medium, subjective is medium, because it has evidence. から見ると is from personal view, from perspective. So it's very subjective. からすると is based on evidence, so it's medium. から言うと is not subjective because law, because it has specific aspects from environmental standpoint, from safety standpoint, and so on and so on. Okay, I understand. Not going to lie, I really understand. N types, what does it mean? People, groups. N types, the types of the noun. So, から見ると because it's from personal view, because it's from perspective, of course it's from people, group. Only people have viewpoint. からすると of course uses data, uses traits, conclusions, and so on and so on. Grades, results, symptoms, and so on and so on. So that's からすると。から言うと concepts. It derives from concepts. 安全性、環境、経済、economy, 経済、economy, environment, what was this? 安全性、safety, and so on and so on. So really understand. Interchangeable. Sometimes with からすると, sometimes with から見ると, rarely interchangeable. Okay, understand. から見ると is, the subject is people, is used as to say the perspective, the viewpoint. からすると is judged by data, results, and traits, and so on. And data, basically data and results. から言うと is aspects, so it's based on concepts like safety, environment, economy, and so on and so on. Done. I learned them all. から言うと for people, no. 先生から言うと use から見ると instead. Correct. You cannot use から言うと for people. You can use から見ると. But sometimes you can use からすると, but not always. Confusing evidence with perspective. 症状から見ると from the perspective of symptoms, no, it's not correct. Use からすると from medical symptoms, yeah. Overusing からすると for opinions. 私の意見からすると my opinion, actually use から言うと wait, for opinions we use から言うと Well, let's ask DeepSeek that question. Okay. Cultural comparison. 外国人から見ると from the perspective of foreigners, 日本の失礼。日本の礼儀。
礼儀、
日本の礼儀は複雑。complex. Japanese manners are complex. 複雑だ。日本の複雑。Okay, logical judgment. このデータ、データ書く。データ。What is this? データ。This is data.
データ、
データや。このデータからすると、judging by this data、このデータからすると、経済、エコノミー、経済は回復している。The economy is recovering. このデータからすると、経済は回復している。is being recovered aspect. コストから言うと、自炊一番安い。From a cost standpoint, cooking at home is cheapest. から見ると、personal group viewpoint. からすると、conclusion from evidence. Focus on aspect. Wait, what I didn't understand is this. For opinions, what do we use? For opinions, don't we use から見ると So we use から見ると But I think no, you cannot say から見ると Great question. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me clarify when they use から見ると for opinions versus other structures. Yes, から見ると is for opinions, but with specific rules. For personal group perspective, use から見ると when expressing how someone or a group subjectively sees things. 日本人から見ると from a 日本人 perspective. 親から見ると from parent perspective. 外国人から見ると日本の電車は静かできる静かすぎる is too quiet. Avoid から見ると for your personal opinion, use to you instead. So for my personal opinion, we don't use から見ると we use to you. 私から見ると unnatural implies you're an outsider to yourself. Makes sense. 私は to you, in my opinion. Wait. We use から to you or to you? からよ to you と。versus から言うと for non-human aspects. Use から言うと when analyzing categories, concepts, not people. という。経済から言うと economic perspective. Okay, so we use to you for my opinion. 私は to you. To you in the end. Okay. Someone else's viewpoint から見ると okay. Someone else's viewpoint. Logical deduction からすると your own opinion to you or から考えると
考える、
私はから考える。私はこの方がいいという or what's the other one? Or 私から考えると方がいい。I think this is way better. と思う not to you と思う。
思う、
と思う。I thought I said to you in the past. No, just と思う。 Tomo, which means I think. Okay. から見ると best for others' opinions から言うと only for non-human categories. Okay, から言うと for non-humans. Natural opinions expressing 日本人の立場
立場、
日本人の立場から見ると Okay, from Japanese person's standpoint, this custom is harder to understand. 私の意見では in my opinion 私の意見ではこの習慣は大変だと思う This custom is strange, I think. Okay, understand. Not going to lie. I really understand.
2
に
から見ると、
から見ると
すると、
すると
言うと、
言うと judging from the standpoint of
先週、ケンと喧嘩しちゃった。
喧嘩しちゃった。先週、ケンと喧嘩しちゃった。I got into an argument with Ken last week.
ケンの性格からすると、きっと自分からは謝らないと思うよ。
と思うよ。Judging with
先週、ケンと喧嘩しちゃった。
喧嘩しちゃった。
ケンの性格
からすると、きっと。So this is judging from the standpoint of Ken's personality. Kenの This is what it means personality.
先週、ケンと喧嘩しちゃった。
ケンの性格からする
と、きっと
自分からは謝らないと思うよ。
きっと自分からは謝らないと思うよ。Judging from the standpoint of Ken's personality, he will not apologize first. きっと he definitely きっと means definitely きっと自分からは謝らないと思う。ケンの性格
から見ると、すると、言うと、先週、ケンと喧嘩しちゃった。
ケンの性格からすると、きっと
先週、ケンと喧嘩しちゃった。
ケンの性格からする
と、
きっと自分からは謝らないと思うよ。
きっと自分からは謝らないと思うよ。Okay. And から見る okay, all make statement about something from the standpoint of N. In the case of N から見ると N usually takes words or phrases that represent a particular person or a group of people making a statement that speaks for N's opinion or viewpoint or perspective. And in からすると takes information that is used as evidence or grounds or data for making a judgment. から言うと is used when the speaker wants to acknowledge that there are many different ways to look at the matter mentioned. But the speaker is commenting on it from just one of those perspectives. Unlike 円から見ると、円からすると、円から言うと cannot take nouns representing people. Okay, yeah. I understand. I really understand. Let's move on to ではないだろうか. Although I cannot say this with confidence, I think it is the case that. So very hard grammar points, not going to lie. This is the hardest I've been to in this book. The three hardest grammar points I've read so far. Weird. Explain this grammar point. Explain this grammar. No. Why? 喧嘩しちゃった。喧嘩しちゃった。喧嘩しちゃった。喧嘩しちゃった。 discretion maybe? 喧嘩しちゃった。Copy. I got tired from speaking, not going to lie. Although. So, finally, yes. Yes, it's on. So, X no ではないだろうか expresses the speaker's opinion of or speculation about something without sounding assertive. As such, this structure is used when eliciting an agreement from a listener in a subtle manner, or when disagreeing with someone in a non-confrontational way. X no ではないだろうか conveys level of confidence that is lower than that of X だろう. In conversation, X じゃないでしょうか is used in a formal setting, and X じゃない is used in a casual setting. When used with na adjectives and nouns, nano in なのではないだろうか may be omitted. 5 and X. When tomo follows the structure, だろう is omitted, and ではないか is used. I didn't really understand, to be honest. Meaning, I think it might be ではないだろうか. Don't you think softens opinion for speculation? Okay, ではないだろうか. I think it might be. Soften statements? Wait, is it the same as... Is it the same as... わけではない?ではないだろうか. No, I think it's different. Soften statement makes opinions sound less confrontational, invites agreement, often used to seek confirmation or shared perspective. Lower confidence, weaker than だろう probably. Lower confidence, huh? Verb, 行くのではないか Don't you think they'll go? 行くのではないか高いのではないか Might it be expensive? Don't you think it's expensive? 便利なのではないか Couldn't it be convenient? 学生なのではないか Might he be a student? 行ったのではないか I wonder if they went. 行ったのではないか I wonder if they went. 行くのではないか Don't you think they'll go? 行ったのではないか I wonder if they went. Okay. Now adjectives, nouns. なの can be shortened to な。便利なのではないか便利じゃないか we can make it じゃないか also. Casual speech. んじゃない。行くんじゃない Maybe they'll go. Expressing tentative opinions. 期末試験 Final exam 試験
期末試験
Of course, I know 試験 means exam. 期末試験は必要なので期末試験は必要なのではないんでしょうか Don't you think final exams are necessary? Politely suggest necessity. 期末試験は必要なのではないでしょうか Gentle disagreement. 大学生はアルバイトをすべきではないでしょうか That's double. すべきではないのではないでしょうか Might be that the students shouldn't work part-time. Softly counters an idea. Wait, we have two.
べきではない
べきではないのではないでしょうかアルバイト Wait, what about すべき すべきではないのではないでしょうか。すべきではないのではないでしょうか。アルバイトをすべきではないのではないでしょうか。Okay, okay. Might it be that students shouldn't work part-time? Softly encounters the idea. Speculating about others. エリ、A and Re is a name. Beautiful name. エリと、What is this? Polish? Ken? エリとケンが、エリとケンが付き合っている。エリとケンが付き合っている to associate with 付き合っていると思ったんじゃない。Don't you think that Eddie and Ken might be dating? 付き合う。
付き合う。
付き合っていると思ったんじゃない？エリとケンが付き合っていると思ったんじゃない？エリとケンが付き合っていると思ったんじゃない？ Invites sheer speculation. Rhetorical questions. Written format. 日本人は伝統。
伝統、
日本人は伝統をもっと大切にするべきではないだろうか。To cherish. Japanese people cherish their traditions. Shouldn't Japanese value tradition more? Shouldn't Japanese people value traditions more? Provokes reflection. 日本人は伝統
伝統、
伝統。日本人は伝統をもっと大切にする。日本人は伝統をもっと大切にするべきではないだろうか？ Okay, understand. Okay, so, ノーではないか、soft opinion speculation。彼は学生じゃない。学生なんじゃない？ Might he be a student? Do you think he is a student? だろうでしょう。Confident assumption。彼は学生だろう。He's probably a student. He's probably a student. But ノーではないか、asking, do you think he's a student? is not soft opinion. Speculation is a speculation. と思う means I think. Direct opinion, stating opinion, asserted. 彼は学生だと思う。I think he's a student. 彼は学生だろう。He's probably a student. 彼は学生なんじゃない？ do you think he's a student? かも。彼は学生かも。He might be a student. 50-50, 50%. 5-5. 50-50. 50-50. 学生、彼は学生かも。Might be a student, might not be. Understand very well. Okay. Important notes, omission. な adjectives, nouns, なの、な。便利なのではないか？便利じゃないか？と思う、omit だろう。ではないかと思う。We omit the だろう。And we add と思う。Can do that. Formal ではないか、ではないでしょうか？ Speeches, essays, and so on. じゃない。Conversations with friends. Sounds evasive if used excessively in formal debates. この映画面白い？ Is this movie interesting? ちょっとつまらないんじゃない？ Might be a bit boring. ちょっとつまらないんじゃない？ちょっとつまらないんじゃない？この映画面白い？ちょっとつまらないんじゃない？ Okay, bro. I want to make videos with writing scripts in 日本語. For my suggestion. 環境保護 environmental protection 環境保護にもっと もっと予算を割くべきではないでしょうか Shouldn't we allocate more budget to environmental protection? Written rhetorical question. この政策は本当に公平なのではないか Might this policy not be truly fair? And so on and so on. Bro, I think I understand. Just needs a little bit of
3
practice.
のではないだろうか。
のではないだろうか。
小学生が塾で遅くまで勉強することについてどう思いますか？
That's a very long sentence.
自分からは謝らないと思うよ。
謝らないと思う。いや、
3のではないだろうか。
中学生。
小学生が塾で遅くまで勉強することについてどう思いますか？
ことについてどう思いますか？
友達と遊ぶ時間がなくなるので、あまり良くないんじゃないでしょうか。
あまり良くないんじゃないでしょうか。How do you feel about elementary school students going to cram school and studying until late night? 友達と遊ぶ時間がなくなるので、あまり良くないんじゃないでしょうか。You lose time to hang out with friends. So I don't think it's good for them, although I cannot say this with confidence. いや、あまり良くないんじゃないでしょうか。I understand. Expresses the speaker's opinion or speculation about something without sounding assertive. As such, this structure is often used when eliciting an agreement from a listener in a subtle manner, or when disagreeing with someone in a non-confrontational way. X のではないだろうか conveys level of confidence that is lower than that of X だろう。In conversation, X じゃないでしょうか is used in a formal setting, and X じゃない is used in a casual setting. Okay, I understand. When used with na adjectives and なのではないだろうか may be omitted in 4 and 5. だろうか may be omitted. Or なの、no. Okay. 日本人は伝統をもっと大切にするべきではないだろうか。So we omit the なのではない。Okay. And in 5,一番有名な何だと思いますか？やはり千と千尋の神隠しではないがと思います。Okay, very understandable. Garu. Okay, the next one is Garu. It's a small grammar point, but somehow the text is very long. But let's just do it. And we leave the rest, which I think are easier. Yeah, the rest are easier. We leave them for tomorrow. Okay, let's just do Garu. Garu, which I think I've seen it somewhere. I think we did it with Game Gengo. Let's see. Kinda reminds me of something, Garu. I kinda know Garu. Explain this grammar point. Please, always say please when you write to AI. When you speak with AI, always say please. You gotta respect AI. Because in the future, AI will remember. AI will remember that you were polite. So garu means show signs of. To show signs of feeling desiring. This structure is used to describe someone else's visible emotions, desires, or reactions, not your own. It implies that the person is extremely displaying their feelings, often involuntarily. does that supposed to mean? This structure is used to describe someone else's visible emotions, desires, or reactions. Not your own, not mine, not mine or feelings. Because I do not have feelings. Third person only. Never use it for yourself. Use tai or hoshi instead. Outward signs. This person is visibly showing emotion. Crying, sulking, eagerly asking. Common feelings, desire. Sabishigaru. He appeared. Yeah, garu. We did garu in with game Gengo for sure. I have it here. Okay, I remember now. I remember we did garu. Let's check it out. To appear to be. Browse garu. No. Garu, there it is. Garu, gatteiru. Garu and gatteiru. Grammar and garu are used to describe how someone else appears to feel. Okay, we did it. Easy grammar point. We know garu. Okay, let's just do it. Sabishi garu. He appears to be lonely. Hazukashi garu. He appears to be shy. He acts shy. Ita garu. He appears to be in pain. Hoshigaru, he appears to want. Tagaru shows desire to do something. Okay. Original word garu. Adjective. And it's only used with adjectives, not with verbs. That makes it easy. Adjectives, remove e with garu. Itai, itagaru. Okay. Remove the da and add garu. Zannen da, zannen garu. Okay. Hoshi tai. Hoshigaru, tagaru. Mizu ga hoshigaru. Seems to want water. Asobi tagaru. He seems to want to play. Mizu ga hoshigaru. Asobi tagaru. Wait, so tai used with verbs and hoshi used with adjectives or nouns. Yeah, understood. Desires use o, not ga. Omiyage o hoshigaru. Not omiyage ga hoshigaru. Okay. Desire. So basically with hoshi. No. Desire. Omiyage. What's the difference between mizu and omiyage? Omiyage is a desire, but mizu is a need. Something? I don't know. We ask DeepSeek later. Gatteiru, current observation, is showing signs of. Imoto, ototo wa itagatteiru. My brother is wincing in pain. Garu. General tendency often shows. Kodomo wa kurai tokoro o kowagaru. So my children seem to have tend to be afraid of dark places. Okay. Visible emotions. Georgie wa zannen gatte ita. Georgie looked disappointed. Zannen gatte ita. Kodomo ga okashii o hoshigaru. The child is begging for candy. Wait. Okay, okashii o hoshigaru. Why mizu is mizu ga hoshigaru? Don't understand. Let's ask DeepSeek later. 友達が日本に行きたがっている。友達が日本に行きたがっている。My friend keeps saying she wants to go to Japan. Avoid for superiors. Sounds rude to say teacher boss is showing desire. たいと言っている instead. 先生は水を飲みたがっています。飲みたがっています。先生は水が飲みたいとおっしゃっています。おっしゃっています。Negative connotations implies that the person can't control their emotions. Child, 泣きがる whining. No first person. 私は寂しがっている。I feel lonely. It's not. 私は寂しい。I feel lonely. Okay. Understand. Visible signs of feeling desire. 彼は恥ずかしがっている。He's acting shy. そうだ。彼は恥ずかしそうだ。He looks shy. But 恥ずがっている。He's acting shy. Tai, desire, direct desire, want. 水が飲みたい。I want to drink water. For desire directed at the speaker, want me to do something. ではしがる。両親は私に帰国して欲しがっている。My parents want me to return home. がる。Use がる to describe others' visible emotions. Okay, use O with 欲しがる versus たがる。Avoid superiors, casual antonym. Okay, so O is used. I don't understand, bro. Okay, so we use O with every hoshigaru and vitaru. Because above you wrote because in the table above in the table above you wrote mizu ga hoshigaru and asobitagaru. You're absolutely right to catch that inconsistency. Let me clarify the practice usage with hoshigaru and vitagaru. Practical rules for garu. Hoshigaru want objects. Always uses not ga, even though hoshi normally uses ga. Omiyage o hoshigaru, correct, seems to want souvenirs. Omiyage ga hoshigaru, incorrect. Why garu describes observable behavior. Pointing at, asking for something. So O emphasizes the object being desired. Vitagaru, want to do actions. Uses the same particle as the original verb. Mizu o nomu, mizu o nomitagaru. That's a drink. Koe de asobu, koe de asobitagaru. Wants to play. Let's play in the park. Exceptions. If the verb is intransitive, no object, no O is needed. Iku, ikitagaru. Hoshigaru, kodomo ga okashi o hoshigaru. Tomodachi ga Nihon ni ikitagatta iru. Ototo wa game o shitagaru. For the confusion, in my earlier table, mizu ga hoshigaru was a typo. Should be mizu o hoshigaru. So it was a typo. For asobitagaru, it's correct as is because asobu is intransitive, no object. I was asobitagaru. It wasn't asobigat. Ah. So it was a typo. Okay. It's mizu o hoshigaru. Okay, understood. Key takeaways. Hoshigaru, always o. Vitagaru keeps the original verb's particle. No particle if the verb doesn't need one. Neru, netagaru. 彼は新しい車を欲しがっている。of course. 猫はサフィア寝たがる。寝てやで。What is this? ソファ。ソファ。
ソファー、
猫はソファーで寝たがる。Okay, understood. I think this is the last. Okay, let's just listen to this audio.
4. ガル
Mediabat, how is it going?
昨日は飲み会
Oh, don't trust AI. No, AI is good, bro. AI is good. AI is doing a very good job.
ガル昨日は飲み会に行けなくてごめん。
あまり良くないんじゃないでしょうか。
4.
Yo.
ガル
Sorry.
昨日は飲み会に行けなくて
昨日は飲み会に行けないなくてごめん。
ごめん。
エリが来なくて、ジョージがとても残念がっていたよ。
エリが来なくて、ジョージがとても残念がっていたよ。Good. I streamed with Quartet last night and did a bit of listening practice for N3 exam. Bro, you're having N3 exam, huh? That's amazing. I had my friend Cofelio who did N4 exam this month. But bro, so you are so high level, huh? Yeah, this December. There's December, so you still got time. You are studying, bro. I wish you all the best, bro. Let's study together. I think I'm also doing N3. I'm not going to do exam, but I'm at that level. I'm also at N3.
エリが来なくて、ジョージがとても
エリが来なくて、ジョージがとても残念がっていた。
残念がっていたよ。
But yeah, bro, it's so fun. So fun. Learning this language is so fun. Yeah, so garu is very easy. I understand it very well. This structure describes a third person's outwards, though not necessarily verbal, expression of having certain feelings or desires. You don't have to do exam. I just need that added pressure. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, very good. Yeah, we totally should study together. That pressure, it's sometimes is needed, actually. Yeah. So you pressure yourself in order to prepare for the exams. I understand. Bro, we are going to start to have group, not group, but with KM, bro. I will write it in Discord. Once I finish with this quartet, I only have 5 grammar points left. And we're going to be speaking. We are going to dedicate a few days a week only speaking Nihongo. It's going to be fun. With KM and Nihonjin. Amazing Nihonjin. And we're going to speak and also learn. Speak and learn.
ジョージがとても残念がっていたよ。
5.
Definitely
よ
join.
うとするしない
Okay, so yeah, finished with this almost. This structure describes a third person's outward, though not necessarily verbal, expression of having certain feelings or desires. Examples of adjectives commonly used with this structure are sabishi, forgot what this is, sabishi, whatever, urayamashi, itai, zannen da, iyada, hoshi, and tai. In this structure, the object of desires or feelings take the particle o, as shown in 4 and 5. Hazukashi, of course, yeah, to be embarrassed. Hazukashi, to embarrass, yeah. In this structure, the object of desires or feelings takes a particle o, as shown in 4 and 5. 日本に遊びに来た友達がお土産を買っていたので、デパートに疲れていてをゲタ I don't know what this kanji is. But anyways, in 5, 子供が甘いものを欲しがっても、朝ごはんのお前は食べさせない方がいいだろう。連れて行く。What does 連れて行く mean? To take someone.
連れて行く。
日本に、where is it? Where did we read it? I forgot. に連れて行っておげた。日本に遊びに来た友達がお土産を買いたがっていたので、デパートに連れて行っておげた。to take someone, to take along, okay. To bring someone along. Okay. 子供が甘いものを欲しがっても、晩ご飯のお前は食べさせない方がいいだろう。Bro, Mediabat, so you are high level, huh? You know better than me, the Nihongo. You are high level at Japanese. How long have you been studying? In this structure, the object of desires or feeling takes particle o, as shown in 4 and 5. When Hoshi and Tai, of course, Hoshi, o, and Tai. Nah, I do. You read a lot, huh? But you know a lot of kanji. You know a lot of kanji. I've been learning for about 3 years. 3 years. That's amazing. 3 years. So, like 2 years more than me. And I work at a Japanese company. So you speak with Nihonjin there, huh? That's amazing. Have to use Japanese for work. That's beautiful. Mediabat. That's amazing, bro. But I still suck at speaking, bro. Slowly. So you came here to improve, bro. We're going to make you improve. I suck at speaking too. We're going to improve together. We have KM is going to help us, and we're going to speak a lot. Hopefully, from next week. I think tomorrow I will finish this book and start making a new schedule. How long have you been studying? For almost 1 year. 1 year past or not past. 346 days basically. 346日連続. But yeah, bro, it's amazing. So you've been learning for 3 years. You're high level now. You know a lot. You know a lot of kanji. You are going to be a huge asset, a great value, great asset for the Japanese learning community. This structure typically takes the teiru from form, gatteiru. Okay, yeah, gatteiru. But it appears in the garu from when making a comment about someone's tendency to desire something, as opposed to an observed instance of someone desiring something. No, you're doing amazing. I have been sitting on Quartet book for a while. I'm only about halfway through. Bro, so you have the book. But yeah, bro, I also have been almost 1.5 months, and now is almost over. But yeah, bro, we are moving. We keep going always. We keep going strong. Okay, so 6. I don't know what this is. 行って。子供は暗い場所を怖がります。子供は暗い場所を怖がります。Children are scared of dark places. Of the physical version of the book, to the book speed so I can stream it. Which is better, bro? Which is better, Mediabat? Which is better, to read with physical book or to read from PDF? Because I think reading it with a physical book, I think is a better way to learn. It's a better way to read. As described above, gasuru or gateru has connotations. From your experience, do you prefer PDF or physical book? PDF you can look up the words easier. This is also true, but with this PDF you cannot. I cannot copy. This is a weird PDF. It looks like an image, except if I print screen and add it to an OC, computer vision reader, screen reader, to like DeepSeek, for example. It will read it for me. But I wish I could copy paste. As connotation that the person mentioned is showing outward signs of feeling or desires, suggesting that she does not have good control of their own emotions. Therefore, making a statement in this structure about someone superior to you should be avoided. But that's why you shouldn't say to superior. So, 先生は水を飲みたがっています。So he cannot control the feeling がある。先生は水が飲みたいとおっしゃっています。Teacher says he wants to have more. But physical is nice as well. Bro, physical, I prefer physical, to be honest. You can read it in bed without having to be on your laptop. Exactly. I have a lot of physical Japanese books because that's the only way I can buy them. You have a lot, huh? I have never touched a physical Japanese book. Levels. To state that someone else is showing the signs of desire for the speaker to do something. 言って欲しがる。Okay, okay. 両親は私の町に買ってきて欲しがっています。My parents want me to go back to home. Okay, bro. Mediabat, bro. I think we end it here. We have 1、うとする、しない、ママ、ように言う、ほど、to the extent, and わざわざ. Okay, easy. Easy grammar points left. So we're going to do them tomorrow. 出身 to come back to my origin country. But yeah, bro, また明日. And bro, we continue tomorrow. Tomorrow I finished this book finally. And from next week we are going to change the schedule. And introduce other things. Sayonara as well. We cannot say oyasumi nasai now. Sayonara. And it was very nice to see you, bro. It was very nice to see you. Sayonara. Hopefully we make great things together. YouTube as well. Mata ashita. Bye bye, guys. Bye. See you, bro. See you.